I know, as we said last week, the first thing is don't do, don't do, don't do. And we don't tell them what to do, the right things. We don't tell. In our education and for Muslims, is we always say no. And we don't tell people what's the right thing to do. In Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us the right path. Look at all these things where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, come, I tell you what's forbidden, subhanallah. And yet they try to tell us that the religion is really about the beard and the dress and this and this, and they left the spirit. And here is the spirit. If we look at this ayat where Rasulullah tells the Muslim, this is how Allah has forbidden. And when you do all this, you find everything else fall in place. We don't have to worry about everything else. And yet they teach us Islam in a different way. A different way, knowing that this will make us weaker, rather than teaching us from the Quran and the Sunnah about the Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. This is the Sunnah. And as we said before, and I always say, the hadith where Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said the long dress is in an-nar. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq right away said, Ya Rasulullah, you know all my dresses are long. He said, I did not mean you, Abu Bakr. There is no arrogance in your heart. So here the dress is to, the short dress is to take the arrogance out of us. And yet the guy who wears a short dress, he looks down at us because we're wearing maybe something longer and he thinks he's better. The whole concept is we think we are equal, not somebody's better than somebody. So it puts in him arrogance that he's better than us because maybe his dress is shorter, subhanallah. Not the real essence, which is take the arrogance out of anybody and we are all equal and we're all the same. This is, we go quickly reminders to the points where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching us and telling us what's forbidden. Allah tushrik bihi shay'an. There's nobody. And if we, as we said, we take this and live with it alone, we'll be at peace of mind. Because we're not worried. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us everything. And وَالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, and take care of the parents. وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَوْلَادَكُمْ, don't kill your children because we provide for both of you. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا الْفَوَاحِشَ مَا ظَهَرَ مِنْهَا وَمَا بَطَنَ, and don't come near the bad things, whether it's obvious or it's hidden. وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا النَّفْسَ الَّتِي حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ, and don't kill a soul that Allah has forbidden. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوا مَالَ الْيَتِيمِ, and don't touch or come close to the orphan's money, the weak people's money, don't come too close. وَأَوْفُوا الْكَيْلَ وَالْمِيزَانَ, and fulfill the weight, or if we weigh something or measure something, whatever it is. And as we said, it's not just food or whatever. Everything we do in life, we have to awfu, we have to fulfill. وَإِذَا قُلْتُمْ فَاعْدِلُوا, and be fair. Whatever you say, be fair in front of everybody, even if they're relatives. وَبَعَهْدِ اللَّهِ أَوْفُوا, and fulfill the promise of Allah. Think about a society where we do all these things. And this is the great Islam. This is what Islam that Rasulullah brought us, and yet we changed it into physical things, that the physical things are important later, they're not the first thing we do. They're important because after we become a community and we're close and we care, we need to know who's the stranger. If there's a stranger among us, we need to know. So yes, we dress in a certain way and we look in a certain way. And we're announcing to people, so strangers, when they see us fair and just, and they see us in the thawb, or they see our beard and say, subhanallah, look at this person. A good person, he's a Muslim, subhanallah. Which we have taken the opposite today, because they teach us all you have to worry about is your beard and dress, and then go and do whatever you like, subhanallah. They don't do it this way, but they give us the impression that these are the important things, rather than reading in the Quran and reading what's important and asking us to follow. And inshaAllah, as it says in the Quran, كُنْتُمْ خَيْرَ أُمَّةٍ أُخْرِجَتْ لِلنَّاسِ, we are the best nation, and here are the roadmap. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, هَذَا صِرَاطِ مُسْتَقِيمًا فَاتَّبِعُوهُ, this is my straight path, follow it, and don't follow the other paths where everybody has his soul, everybody has his way, to tell us that's a straight path. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala drew very simple paths for us that's very easy for us to recognize, not this. I know a masjid in Toronto that every week he celebrates Mawlid al-Nabi. Why? Because he wants to attract people and he wants to collect money. So every week he celebrates Mawlid al-Nabi. And he's saying, who's going to support the Mawlid this week? Who's going to pay for the food? Who's going to pay for the drinks? This is a subul. There is no Mawlid al-Nabi every week. But here, it's a way to collect money. It's a way to collect people's money. and it is not the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as it says, هَذَا صِرَاطِ مُسْتَقِيمًا فَاتَّبِعُوهُ. It's a straight path, and leave all this nonsense and leave everything else and follow, inshallah.